very much, Taz.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Schiavone.
Hello.
Man in the mask. How are you today?
Doing quite well,
You
sir.
little creme brulee you. I'd like to crack you and let you just melt in me. I would, honestly.
Already.
Oh.
Yikes. We're rocking and rolling.
Little
on TV.
creme brulee.
I told you we're starting out hot, guys.
Really are. Well, here we go.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. And he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period. From Boston. Broadcasting all over the world. Send the soy boys home. 'Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Drop down, let me give it to you.
This is the Joe Cronin Show. Now, here's Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin.
Biggest most jack guy, and please let me come. Oh,
I'm gonna
God,
gargle your piss!
Omega.
I just might fuck her.
I'm gonna gargle your piss!
You just made the list.
Has everybody seen the Chinese spy balloon? That's right. About to come down the aisle, the Chinese spy balloon. Yeah. What's going on, you bunch of crazy biatches? Ah! There's a Chinese spy balloon over Montana. Hey, isn't that where everything's going to World War III? It's where, on Star Trek, that's where they build the warp engine, My camera's been crooked all day. It's been driving me nuts. I just got one red balloon right there on my screen. It's a spy balloon from the Chinese people. They sent us COVID and now they watch us. Actually, they've been doing it for years, but we usually don't tell you about it. But this time, we're telling you about it for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason, America is okay with telling its people about the spy balloon. Now, normally you would think that we would shoot down the spy balloon because that's certainly what China would do to ours. So, don't know exactly. But it could be because maybe we want to collect some data on it. Maybe we want to watch its flying patterns. Maybe we can learn something. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are like, why don't you just shoot the thing down, you know? But I mean, that would be the very Neanderthal thing to do, you know? Just shoot it down, eh? Maybe they can learn something I don't know. They leave it up. But Chinese spy balloon just hovering over the U.S. They've done it before, but this is the first time that the news and everybody has been told about it. They literally came out and talked about it. Like, what the fuck? Like, they legit were like, they told us about it. And no, I feel like nobody really is talking about this. Am I crazy or?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we'll continue to monitor it. Right now, we assess that it'll probably be over the United States for a few days, but we'll continue to monitor, review our options, and keep you updated as we can. Yeah, so as I mentioned, we'll continue to monitor it. Right now, we assess that it'll probably be over the United States for a few days, but we'll continue to monitor, review our options, and keep you updated as we can. Yeah, so as I mentioned,
that's weird. I gotta be honest, bro. I mean, listen, I'm not always the one to say, like, let's blow it up. But a little bit bizarre that we're just like, we'll just continue to monitor their spy balloon, you know. If we flew something into their area to spy on them, you know, they'd probably blow it up, shoot it down. They threatened to shoot down Nancy Pelosi's fucking plane. Which, by the way, can't say I'm not in favor of that in some ways, but at the same time, that's our Nancy Pelosi. You don't shoot our Nancy Pelosi down. Listen, if we want to do something to Nancy Pelosi, that's our thing. But you don't get to do it. That's like the big brother syndrome. You know, you beat the shit out of your little brother, but if someone else messes with him, you beat the shit out of them. You know? Like, listen, she's our retard, okay? Nancy Pelosi is our retarded criminal cunt. But she's our retarded criminal cunt. Don't you dare try to shoot her down. But we're just like, oh, but they send a balloon over here. Oh, we're just looking at it. This guy says, don't ever ask us why anyone needs an AR-15 ever again. That's pretty funny. Although, you know what? Retard, if China wants to do something, they can just bomb us. And our guns won't mean shit. So, that's, you know, I'm just saying, like, we could all have an AR-15. And China could just nuke us. We're done. The water tastes like tin foil. Does that mean I'm dying of something? I don't know, man. SmackDown's going on right now. How's SmackDown doing? We look forward to the SmackDown report from some of you out there in the wilderness of the chat. Apologize for the lack of videos this week. My apologies to you and everybody for the lack of videos this week. I didn't get to do a lot of videos. My channel's kind of like hit or miss. Like, when I'm having a really good week, I do more videos and I do more things because I take more time off other work. But when I do not so well on YouTube, I actually take more time to do other work. It's weird how that works now because that's not the way I used to work here. But my YouTube channel has sort of changed so differently. Like when I first started YouTube, I would only do, a couple of shows a week and a couple of videos a week. And they were all planned because I worked a regular certain type of job, 9 to 5, da-da-da, that's it. Then when my channel took off and I left my old job and I did YouTube full-time for 4 years, I mean, I was just spitting videos out all the time and going live all the time and just, But now that, I need to make a lot more money, now it's sort of like when I make lots of money on YouTube and donations and things like that, I don't go to work as much and I do more on YouTube to try to help it out. But then when I don't do so well, I have to go to work more. And so I'm here less. So it's weird. It's almost like I'm crowdfunded on a weekly basis. I'm like a weekly TV series that's crowdfunded. Isn't that so weird? What the fuck else is like that? So this is the first time in my life of YouTube that I've ever been like this, where it's like, you know what I mean? If I make $300 in a week on YouTube, we don't have enough money to do the episodes. But when I'm funded over 1,000, then it's like we have tons of time to do the episode. It's so weird how that is. I don't know. It's definitely a different time for me. It's very bizarre. But I had a lot of people reaching out to me that were like, dude, please do a video on this thing and that thing and the other thing. And by the time I got home today, I was like, damn, I've got to go live for this. So I've looked at your comments, and there's a couple of videos that I do want to make on certain wrestling subjects. And so I'm going to try to get that out maybe Monday. So which means I'm going to do it, I think, Sunday evening, and then you'll get it maybe Monday in the middle of the day. So Monday midday, it will be like a catch-up or something like that of some of the news that's been out there that I haven't paid any attention to nor had the time to talk about whatsoever. So maybe Monday afternoon for that. Just a little programming note to all the people out there that are like, what the fuck? Talk about this, dickhead. I want to. Man, this water really tastes like fucking tinfoil or something, like metal or something. But it looks clear. I'm tasting metal. What does that mean? Hepatitis? I can't die before I see Picard Season 3. I cannot die. I've done everything I can to try to get Terry Metalis to send me Picard Season 3. Tweet him. Tweet Jordan Spikes. No, I don't know. But I've done everything. I can't get a hold of it. Fortunately. I would advertise that show if it's good. I would or even if it wasn't. Well, maybe I wouldn't. I would advertise on every video. But I don't know. But anyway, SmackDown tonight, Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn. What's going to happen? Glatorious gives it a 7 out of 10. Holy shit. I mean, Roman is always the best part of the show. You know what I mean? What up, Nikki J, the Weed God? How you doing, man? I'm going to stick to my hunting rifle. Deer is too good, Tommy the Fox. I don't really have a problem with hunting and using the meat. I don't. If you hunt and eat the meat and stuff, I don't really have a problem with that, with hunters and hunting and the meat. I don't have a problem with that. But I don't think, unless I was in a situation where I needed to hunt, like my life depended on it or something like that, I can't kill a deer, man. I just can't do it. It's weird. I could kill a fish. I don't know why, man. I could kill a fish. I could go fishing and take out and eat a fish. And I thank the fish. I'm like, thank you, fish, man, for giving me a meal. But I don't think I could. I mean, I could kill a deer, but I just don't want to. Like, I don't know, man. Just don't want to. I'm not against it, though. I'm not like, oh, you're a murderer. Like, nah, bro. If you hunt, I mean, if you're hunting just for sport, that's retarded, in my opinion. That's just retarded. But if you're hunting for sport, but you also, you know, the meat's going somewhere good and you're not hunting like 50 deer, you know, whatever, that's fine. I don't have a problem with you. You know, besides, I'm eating food out of the supermarket from tortured chickens. So, what the fuck, bro? I kill pussy. That's what I do. Thank you, G. That was a pretty funny joke. I kill pussy, dude. How's Rampage looking? Now, what's going to be better tonight, Rampage or Smackdown? That's the question. Rampage or Smackdown? And we're going to talk more about this Chinese balloon. Let's hear again from the Pentagon. But let's not forget that the Pentagon is the same place. Oh, the Pentagon, they're so strong and smart. Well, the Pentagon didn't see a big fucking plane crash in their building on 9/11. Somehow the Pentagon missed a giant plane flying into their building on 9/11. They never shot it down. Nothing. Right into the Pentagon. And they just somehow, whoops, missed it. They got radar. They got all that stuff. They got that technology. They got missile silos. It's the year 2001, but they just missed the big gigantic plane that was completely off course, heading straight for the building. Either they let it happen or they're incompetent. And here they are again, seemingly letting it happen.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we'll continue to monitor it. Right now, we assess that it'll probably be over the United States for a few days, but we'll continue to monitor, review our options, and keep you updated as we can. Yeah, so as I mentioned, we'll continue to monitor it. Right now, we assess that it'll probably be over the United States for a few days, but we'll continue to monitor, review our options, and keep you updated as.
Shoot it down? Leave it alone? Just keep staring at it? I don't know. Are those the options? I don't get it. There's a gigantic spy balloon in the U.S. that China allegedly sent us. Spy balloon from China. Make a poll about the spy balloon, Justin, you think? Is that what you're saying? I should make a spy balloon poll? Interesting idea. I might do it.
You raised a piece of shit.
Chief Wahoo has become a member and supported the show, and he's been a beast as a member 4 months in a row for his membership. Thank you, Chief Wahoo, for being a member, man. What's up? I also want to remind everybody that tomorrow night is monetized. Is a monetize this sort of a clip. We're gonna play some clips from past monetize this, and just go through them and kind of like look at some old stuff a little bit here or there. Not, you know, just a little thing. Do a little streamy, but nothing crazy, because I have an early morning Sunday. And then next week, you know, we got actual monetize this happening on February 11th, Saturday night, February 11th, next week. It's monetize this episode 400. Is anyone watching Rampage? And I'm sure some people are. 300,000 people are watching Rampage right now. 300,000. It's about as much people as watch Star Trek Discovery on the Paramount Network. Think about that. Star Trek Discovery, 300,000 fans. Rampage, about 300,000 fans. Pretty crazy. Whoa. But I think that a lot of people aren't happy with AEW Rampage at this point. And I think SmackDown overall was received all right tonight. But again, the Roman stuff is always just the good stuff. Most Blaze is here, and he's watching the homeless outside. That's terrible. Dude, I feel really bad tonight. Anybody who's homeless, like, that's not even right, bro. Like, I don't think I would endanger my family to some random person, stranger, but I don't know, man. In these days and times. But if I was single and I had a place, apartment, or anything, dude, how could you ever watch someone be... You can't look at someone outside right now. No way. You'd be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get inside somewhere. You know? Like, there's no way people... 0 degrees right now. Right now, it's 0 degrees. Dude, the wind chill in the morning is going to be nuts. I'm going to be up at 7 a.m. I'm going to feel it in the morning. I feel it right now, dude. I got a heater on. The door is closed. And every once in a while, I'm breathing, and I'm like, whew, it's cold air I'm breathing in. You know? I can feel it probably coming down the chimney from the outside and into this room. Bro, it is rough. It's fucking cold. I mean, it might be colder than 0 at this point. It was 0 degrees earlier. I mean, I don't know what it is now. Negative 100 wind chill and plus 100 mile-an-hour winds on New Hampshire's Mount Washington. What the fuck? Dude, what? What the shit, bro? Dude. Negative 100 wind chill and 100 plus winds on Mount Washington. Now, that's Mount Washington. I mean, we're not, you know, we're obviously, we could probably take some always sort of extreme levels of readings as far as Mount Washington goes and up there. But good Lord. What is it here right now? I'm looking for my temperature. I don't have my weather thing hooked up right now, or I'd be able to tell you. It is, at this time, negative 3 degrees outside. Negative 3 degrees. It will be negative 7 degrees when I wake up at 6 a.m. The coldest it will get, negative 7 degrees when I wake up at 6 a.m. with a wind. Adding a wind chill of negative 30. And tomorrow by the afternoon, luckily, it will get up to the teens again. And then, thank goodness, on Sunday, temperatures will rise to the 40s. Because my kids have a birthday party. A dual birthday celebration. So, thank goodness we'll be able to not freeze out for that. And dude, my son all my kids got sick this week, and my son was the last one, and he had breathing issues the other day, and I swear to God they were triggered by the cold. You know, when he had that going on. Let's make some pancakes, says Pyrene Dream. Dude, let's get a 5-stack going, huh? Fucking pancakes. I'm ready to eat some friggin' pancakes. I'm hungry. I really am hungry. We got a Chinese spy balloon up in the air. A fucking Chinese spy balloon, bro.
You raised a piece of shit.
I kill pussy too. Ricochet and Strowman, the team no one asked for. Except Dards. Barbecue Doritos are back and they fuck hard. Kyrie Irving demanding trade. We should go fund him some tampons. See the NBA guy hit opponent in nuts? Batman 2.
Yeah, dude, Kyrie Irving is a fucking pussy loser. Kyrie Irving is a fucking pussy loser. I've said this now for how long have I said this? Dude, the guy literally is a scumbag piece of shit. He's a scumbag. I don't know how much I have to say it. He fucked with the Celtics logo. He called all the Celtics fans racist because he's a retard. He's a fucking racist. Kyrie Irving is a mentally ill racist fuckhead. A narcissist pile of shit. Scumbag of a human being who should have his fucking all his dreams flushed down a toilet full of shit. Fuck Kyrie Irving and his fucking lame ass fucking look. Look at his look how he looks. Fuck his family too. How about that? You hear that, Kyrie? Fuck your family. Has anyone ever told you that? In person? Well, I'm telling you right now over the fucking YouTube and internet. Fuck your family, Kyrie Irving. Fuck them in the ass. Fuck your mom and your mom's mama. How about that, you Brooklyn piece of shit? I hope Lucky, the fucking mascot of the Celtics, comes to life and sodomizes you in front of a goddamn fucking bunch of fucking Brooklyn fans on a cold day when your dick is shriveled up from the cold. Okay, Kyrie? How come you couldn't get in that helicopter? I liked Kobe. I don't like you. What do we have to do to trade fucking Kyrie Irving with Kobe right now? Huh? What do we have to do? Yeah, dude, I'm going to have to run tap water tonight. Multiple times. Might even have to leave a bit of a drippy drip on for the tap water. Because those pipes will freeze, man. Jennifer's right. Negative 49. Bro, in Canada right now? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, LeBron's a bitch too, but, you know, I'm on Kyrie right now. Kyrie Cumstain. LeBron is a woke SJW jackass who also uses slavery to sell shoes. No, I just don't like Kyrie because he wants to be traded. And he's just a scumbag. He says everybody's racist. He's just a full of shit fuck. Kyrie Irving is a fake full of shit fuck. That's what he is. Well, the WWE is working hard to make Sami Zayn take Cody Rhodes' place. I mean, I don't quite understand it. I guess because Roman's the best heel in the company, they just figure like, okay, well, we're going to have him in 2 storylines with faces. Maybe that's what's going to happen. I don't really get it, but Roman's going to have to face 2 people on both WrestleMania nights. I mean, that's what it kind of feels like at this point. I don't know. A little bit weird. And we get Chinese spy balloons. Let's hear what Officer Tatum has to say about this.
Detected a Chinese surveillance balloon the size of 3 Greyhound buses that entered U.S. airspace and appears.
Yo. Well, we can't say that it's a Chinese spy balloon because that's racist. Just like if you said anything about COVID, it was racist. You can't talk bad about China because Joe Biden works for them.
Chinese surveillance balloon the size of 3 Greyhound buses that entered U.S. airspace and appears to have been sent to spy on sensitive sites in Montana, one of 3 areas where the U.S. houses intercontinental ballistic missiles. The military has been tracking the balloon for the past several days.
China is reminding us that they really are an adversary. And remember, this is just a very visible sign of the most comprehensive penetration of American society and our history.
I smell bullcrap.
Yeah. I smell bullcrap too. All of a sudden, we're going to tell everybody about the Chinese spy balloon. All of a sudden, we're going to tell everybody aliens are here. You know, like, what is going on? Tell me, Officer Tatum.
Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I was looking at this video the other day, and it showed a Chinese balloon. Surveillance balloon.
Now, the balloon did have slanted eyes. I'm just going to say that.
That was roaming around. I think it was over Montana. And
was it a missile silo in Montana? It is Star Trek. The Vulcans are coming. But first, we have to blow up everybody in World War III, so that can't happen yet.
Let me tell you why I think that Ground News gets this stuff right 100% of the time. Because I was looking for this particular article to see what is going on, why the president haven't spoke about it. But look at what Ground News does. You don't have to worry about where the motivation is at because you can see right here who's covering it and who's not covering it. Why is the center news organizations in America covering it, but right wing and left wing not covering this? I'm going to tell you why here in a second. You can also see who owns this stuff. Media conglomerates are about 39% of the people who are covering this, and then it's 20% independent. You can see how much factuality that there is in this article, and you can see how much fluff there is. And I think it's funny and ironic that China, they got one news outlet. China has one news outlet that's covering this story. And it is literally about a Chinese balloon that should have been shot down out of the sky in the United States of America. Go to ground.news/Tatum, ground.news/Tatum, and also it's available on the app. So you got the United States of America unintended. Now, according to the Pentagon, our Pentagon, the spokesperson, had made mention that this was a high-altitude surveillance balloon. Think about this. China said it was just a weather balloon. The Pentagon in the United States of America said it was a surveillance balloon. Now, if you go down here, which is the part that's the most shocking and ironic to me, what's shocking and ironic to me is the path of the Chinese balloon. Now, make this make sense to me. Oh, it accidentally flew into the United States airspace over this Air Force base, this Air Force base, and this Air Force base. Make that make sense to me. It didn't blow into the United States of America and just barely skated over here somewhere. It blew right over the path of all these military bases. It is surveillance. It is Chinese surveillance in the United States of America. Now, explain to me.
The Chinese have moved here. You know, dude, these guys are running the world right now. They're paying people for shit. They're buying and selling everybody. They're buying Hollywood. They're buying the fucking political leaders. They're sending this shit here. Pretty soon they're going to start chopping us up. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows? Maybe that's what they want, so we can all have like this funny war. We can like get paranoid about them. I don't know.
Why the president didn't shoot this down? Why didn't he shoot it down? Let's see.
I don't know, but he ain't going to tell us.
Says government has been tracking the balloon for some time and said it entered the United States Air Force a couple of days ago. They've been tracking it. Shoot it down. If you get...
Well, you know, I'll say this. there's something to be said for shoot first, ask questions later. But obviously, there's a lot of times where you kind of want to ask questions first before you shoot it down, you know? That'd be like, you know, you're interrogating somebody who's part of a crime, and you're like, just shoot him! Well, no, let's figure this out. So they must be studying it somehow, right, for some real reason. Or trying to collect data from it. Something like that, maybe? Maybe they think that they've got something on it if they can let it, I don't know. You know, it's like when you're tracing a call back in the day in the old times, the 90s and before. Tracing a call, wiretap, something like that. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think. They're like, well, it's not really much of a threat. We know it's spying on us. And they know where our things are anyway, so that doesn't really bother us. And we don't have anything out that they're going to capture, so whatever. We're going to let it go so we can study what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just saying, I mean, there's got to be a reason why you don't shoot it down. Very weird, though. I mean, it could blow in over here and blow over there's military bases everywhere. So if the balloon just sailed across the U.S., I mean, it's going to go over some military bases. But like he said, I mean, you know, and you could see it going near a lot of military bases, but you wouldn't think it would go exactly over the military bases. Like, if it exactly went over them, then that's obviously what they're doing. A weather balloon? I don't know. Yeah, but the president hasn't said anything. It's probably because Joe Biden is, like, snorting fentanyl up his asshole and waxing his carrot to Pee Wee Herman cartoons.
Shit bomb.
34 years ago today, the mega powers explode.
Whoa.
Coincidence? I don't know.
The mega powers. The mega powers explode! Remember Vincent McMahon? Welcome to WrestleMania 5! Oh, no, it was WrestleMania. Yeah, it was WrestleMania 5. The mega powers explode! Remember the beginning to WrestleMania 5? It was awesome, Chief Wahoo. Do you remember that? Remember how awesome it was? The mega powers exploded! It's WrestleMania! Like, it was awesome, bro. Let's play it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The mega power explode!
Yeah! WrestleMania 5, baby. The mega powers explode!
The mega power explode! Here
It's
at WrestleMania 5!
It's WrestleMania 5! And I'm alongside Jesse the Body Ventura. Well, you know, McMahon, I was a Navy SEAL who used to rape farm boys. Sorry.
Packed here in Atlantic City for WrestleMania 5 at Trump Plaza. You could cut the electricity.
Oh, this was Gorilla and Jesse, actually. I don't know why I was thinking of Vince and Jesse. This was Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse.
With a knife, it's going to be fast, hot, and furious here in WrestleMania 5. All the questions will be answered. Hold on, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready for the most exciting several hours of wrestling you have ever seen as part of WrestleMania 5.
I think Gorilla got it all out there. Well, you know, Gorilla, here's the thing. I'd like to sodomize all the women in the second row. How about that? Plus, I'm going to become the governor and eat out a waitress's ass. All right, Jesse, calm down. All right, bro, calm it down. Let's tone it down a little bit, Jesse. Settle down. There's a weather balloon right now over America. Do you not know that, Jesse? Could you please get a little more professional, you know? And that was the first WrestleMania that I saw at 5 years old. And then went back and watched. You guys know you'd rent the WrestleManias over and over again. There was only 5 WrestleManias. And I would rent them over and over and over again for like years. And then was so excited when the Warrior faced Hulk Hogan. But I was also sad because I didn't want the two guys I liked facing each other. But I was like, all right. And I was a big Hogan fan, so I actually ended up pulling for Hogan over the Warrior. And then when Hogan lost, I cried. I was a 6-year-old, and I cried.
Tonight, the Mega Powers explode, and I'll explode in Jesse the Body Ventura's ass.
All right, Vince. Calm down. Please calm down. Big fat King Kong bald Bundy at WrestleMania 3. Looking great in that big blue steel cage with Hulk Hogan. Not a good match. Could have used more blood. I thought they both should have bled, you know. Because New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Oh, God, feed me Omega.
Chief Wahoo, thank you for trying to keep the streams alive and keep the show alive with your, what I believe is a 3 or 5? Was it 5? A $5 donation. Chief Wahoo, thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum. Chief Wahoo. How you been, man? By the way, guys, hit the like button and stick the thumb up my ass because we don't have 100 likes yet. And I like 3 numbers. Or don't, you know. Don't do it. There's only a Chinese spy balloon over us right now.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
WrestleMania 8 was the most ridiculous Vince WrestleMania exaggeration.
Was it in the introduction when he was standing in the ring and he said, "Welcome to WrestleMania"? Or was it the intro to WrestleMania 8? Which one was it? I guess we'll have to look it up. Now, first of all, WrestleMania 8 is one of my favorites of all time. WrestleMania 8 is absolutely one of the best WrestleManias of all time. Because it had a little bit of everything. It had Hulk Hogan coming out to be Hogan. It had him versus Sid. It had him get attacked by Sid as he got to the entrance, and then they played his music on while he beat up Sid to get a win over Sid at the beginning. And then it had the ending where the match was thrown out pretty much, and then Papa Shango came down, and then all of a sudden the Warrior returned, and that was crazy. So it had that sort of fun spectacle, but then it had great matches. Like Macho Man and Ric Flair was awesome. One of the best stories ever at a WrestleMania, Ric Flair and Macho Man. Bret the Hitman Hart and Roddy Piper, a just phenomenal Intercontinental Championship match. Shawn Michaels opened the night against Tito Santana. Great stuff there. And there was something else that I forget. And Undertaker versus Jake the Snake Roberts is a fucking brilliant match and brilliant commentary. Let's listen to the commentary. I love the commentary. The Undertaker versus Jake the Snake Roberts. The commentary is exactly what you would show if you were to show someone how a heel commentator can interact with the match, as well as the commentator Gorilla Monsoon making you believe that the Undertaker might be dead and something is up and whatever. It's just fucking the best commentary, some of the best commentary ever. That match, WrestleMania 8, and that match. It's really fucking good.
The World Wrestling Federation proudly presents. World Wrestling Federation proudly presents.
Wow, Vince is really going nuts.
WrestleMania! Champion Ric Flair defends the title against the #1 contender, the Macho Man Randy. The #1 contender.
God damn, Vince is on fire. Vince is on fire.
the maniacal Sid Justice goes one-on-one with the immortal Hulk Hogan in what could prove to be Hulk Hogan's farewell match.
This is like how I monetize this is when people are leaving. It could be his last night. And it was for many.
A double main event. It's WrestleMania.
Vince is fire, bro. Vince is fire.
It's WrestleMania.
Dude, what did he look like in the booth recording that promo?
It's WrestleMania. WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania.
Well, we're live here
Indiana.
at the Hoosier Dome.
Welcome to the Hoosier Dome.
Oh my God, bro. God damn, the commentary of Jake Roberts is so good. It's so good. So good, so good, so good. We almost got 100 likes. Who's the top donation of the stream? By the way, thank you to Soundwave the other night for the $29.99. Who is it? Chief Wahoo. I miss Gorilla, man. I really do. I do too. I got an early morning tomorrow. But monetize this flashback Saturday night, tomorrow night. And then next week is monetize this 400 on Saturday night, February 11th. Monetize this. 400. I may not survive it to see Picard Season 3 on February 16th. The reviews are coming in. People that buried Season 1 and 2 and thought Season 1 and 2 were shit are saying Season 3 is really good. That is mind-blowing. So as a Star Trek fan, I am prepared to, like, I swear to God, if these people are lying, I can't believe they're lying. They're people that hated it. So they can't be lying. So I am very excited to see what happens. What is a flashback, says Rosie. It'll be like a kind of just hanging out, talking about stuff and, looking for clips and timestamps and kind of combing through it. I don't have enough time to put together a show, a good clip show or a good whatever. So I'm just going to keep browsing and, do things that way because I don't really have the time, to get into all that. Yes. Sorry, I just got to text someone back. So basically there's a lot of things going on right now. We'll get to all of them. I just had to text someone. Someone was texting me and I was like, "All right, let me text you back." Let me text you back. So there's a lot of stuff going on. There's and I just wonder if what they're going to do with Roman Reigns is going to be like They're going to have him go up against Sammy. See, I really thought that they should have had the tag team thing, right? Because if you have the tag team with the Usos and, you know, they go up against Sammy and Owens, I mean, that's like 100%, you know, what I thought was going to happen. But, you know, based on what we're seeing now, it's almost like, man, are they going to do Roman? Are they trying to see what's more popular? Cody Rhodes has already basically called out Roman Reigns at this point. You know what I'm saying? So Cody Rhodes has already kind of called out Roman at this point. So that's supposedly, you know, what's going to be happening. So if that's the case, why are, you know, I'm worried they're shadowing it with Sami Zayn. They're going to confuse everybody. They're going to make some fans want that more. You know, I don't know. But if they do that, are they going to do one night with Sammy and one night with Roman Reigns? You know, I don't know. I like, are they going to do Roman Reigns one night defends against one person and then the next night against someone else? And I'll briefly mention that. There's a show coming up I want to mention real quickly. What do you guys think about Superman, by the way?
Can you please say the Mega Powers will explode on Little Richard at WrestleMania PLS?
Yes, Bullingdon, I will say that for you because you donated $5 and I'm poor and I need money. So, yes, I will say that for you. I also would probably have said that anyway. I will say that for you. Let me see if I can get the music. I'll put a Star Trek Picard Season 3 poll up for you. Some people don't watch it, Star Trek, but some people do. Well, I got to find the music first. Let me see. What is the WrestleMania? What was the music? Coliseum video? I don't know, because it wasn't the it was the other one. What is this? It? Well, that's like the old like Rocky-ish music. What is this? Yeah, that's too far. That's the old, very old. That's the very old music. No, we're going to get a copyright on this now. What's the old... What? Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay. All right, here you go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you.
Tonight, the Mega Powers explode on Little Richard.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm supposed to say... Hold on. All right, wait a minute.
The Mega Powers explode on Little Richard at WrestleMania. Tonight, the Mega Powers will explode on Little Richard at WrestleMania.
Tonight,
at WrestleMania, the Mega Powers collide on Little Richard.
All right. So we're definitely going to get a copyright for that. That's definitely going to be a problem. That was a good theme, though. That was a good theme. The Mega Powers collide. China sent spy balloons, and it's hovering over Montana right now. There's a Chinese spy balloon hovering over Montana right now because they know that that's where Zephyr Cochrane is going to make his warp engine. They know about it. The missile complex in Montana, they know about it. That's why the balloon's over it right now. And we're not shooting it down. We're just like, yep, they're spying on us. Let's just take a look at it. It's fine. China would blow this thing out of the sky. Use the Linda McMahon theme. Now, I mean, that's too... I mean, I love that. That theme is a theme I do love from the 80s, early 90s. But, you know... I mean, I think that that's the theme that they couldn't think of a theme for her. So they were like, what? Remember when she came out to that? You're like, well, what would Linda McMahon's theme be? You know, Stone Cold has his, Vince has his. But what's Linda's? Well, she's just the happy WWE corporate wife in charge of, you know, whatever. Okay, we'll just give her the fun, give her the old WrestleMania theme. You know? I mean, they could have given her that one, the dun-dun-dun-dun. That's a little more up it, you know, like better, like I don't know, like that WrestleMania theme is very cheesy. I like it, and you guys probably like it too, but it just doesn't have any vibe to it, you know, for an entrance theme. It has a good entrance, like it's good when the beginning of WrestleMania would begin, and that they'd play that. It was exciting for that, but it wasn't really exciting for someone coming down to the ring, you know, or Linda McMahon coming down to the ring. It's not over Montana anymore. Where is it over now? Where's the spy satellite over now? Let me know. Let's take a look at the poll. We have 60 votes about in the poll. We just put it up. We're a wrestling channel, not a Star Trek channel, but... and we got Diablo 3 Season 28 coming. Pretty pumped about that. I'm not going to talk about that here because I know that nobody cares about that. But really quickly, Star Trek 3, Picard Season 3. Keep in mind that I thought Season 1 of Picard and Season 2 of Picard were garbage. I thought they were awful. They made me want to end myself. Like they were bad. There was a few good things, but really, it was really bad. So will Season 3 be good? Reviewers that are tough, ruthless, and angry are giving it good ratings. I was hoping that somebody would get me a copy of it. Somebody would send it to me somehow. I have a lot of friends here or there, and nobody has been able to get it to me. And, you know, I made a bet with somebody that if I saw any of Picard Season 3 early, you know, I would not only review, you know, spoiler-free, you know, give it a little quick review of, like, here's my thoughts, like, but I'd also plug the thing every show. I'd plug the thing. I told my buddy, I was like, and he's got something to do. He works over there somewhere. I won't say what he does. But I was like, dude, you get me this thing, I swear to God, I'll make sure you guys get hired for the next season because I will plug this thing every show and talk and rave about it. But I haven't gotten a hold of it yet. So, and I'm going to be working a lot during the weeks it's out. So it's going to be really tough for the first month and a half that it's out. It's like I don't know when I'm going to see it because I'm working a million things. So that it's, oh man, it kills me that I'm waiting for something. It's going to be hard to watch it. It's going to be, maybe I'll skip Raw on Mondays and watch that but then I'm worried about spoiling, you know, being spoiled. But anyway, the bottom line is I'm a dork. 19% of you say you're excited for Star Trek Picard Season 3. 19% of you out of the 72 votes that we just got this poll up. So that's about, you know, how many people is that? Like 15 people are excited? 21% say not watching. 16% say it will be trash. So that, now I'll eliminate the 45% that say, I'm not a Star Trek person. So that's about half of you. Half of you are not Star Trek people. But the other half, we can take that percentage. So about 50% could be Star Trek fans, but only 18% of you are going to give it a chance or are you're excited. Now, maybe I should have put something up like I'll give it a chance. So I guess maybe you could just say excited even though you're not excited, but you're going to watch it anyway. I probably should have put that up in the poll. I should have put not excited, but I'm going to try to watch it. You know, that sort of thing.
Thank you, that was sweet. I came. I didn't think I would. I knew I'd be close though. Sorry for the copyright.
Jesus, you came to me doing Vince McMahon? Christ. No, but seriously, Bullingdon, Thank you, man, and thank you for becoming a $5 ship bum. Glad to talk to you. But if you are into Star Trek, you can check out my other channel, which is Star Trek Late Night, that I've launched, which, you know, for a while may not have a lot of content, but it will have hopefully at least one video a week, if not, you know, getting into a little more. So I will be over there talking about it, and talking about whatever Star Trek stuff there. Because I don't want to do the Star Trek here on this channel, really, you know, and I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to mix it, I guess. So Star Trek Late Night is up on my former Extreme Wrestling Podcast Network, which I have to change that at. Hopefully I still can. And I've had a couple of videos that have done really pretty well. So that's, if you're a Star Trek fan, feel free to be there. If you're not, then you don't want to be there. But, you know. Picard Season 3, what I can say is there's definitely a lot of interest because, look at this, 5 million views on the new Picard trailer. 5 million views on the Picard trailer that just came out 5 days ago. The other Star Treks have not been getting that much viewership. Strange New Worlds did get 10 million views on their first trailer they ever dropped. That did well. Discovery doesn't get this many. And none of the other Star Treks get this many recently. So there is certainly an interest there. But anyway, let's move on to football, because I've been talking about a lot of different things tonight. Chinese spy satellite, Star Trek Picard. I know that Terry Metalis, before I wrap up on Picard really quickly, why is Picard Season 3 potentially better than Season 1 and 2? It's because a guy named Terry Metalis is taking over Star Trek Season 3, or has taken over it, and he's more of a fan. He did the series 12 Monkeys, which is really good. And so I am optimistic, hopefully. But I still am very concerned, and I don't. My wife will, dude, Leah is saying she won't watch it. She's telling me that if there's a Season 3 and she likes it, then it validates everything from Season 1 and 2 that are stupid. And so she won't, now, granted, this is also the same person that said she wouldn't watch Enterprise because of the theme. And she also wouldn't watch Deep Space Nine because she didn't think that was good. And now she watches Deep Space Nine, and she ended up watching Enterprise a long time ago. So, you know, I don't know. But I'm definite Star Trek, you know. I'm starved for Star Trek because the new stuff has been so terrible. This is a beautiful image and poster or whatever. I wish I could frame this and put this in my room, unless the show sucks, and then I don't ever want to see this again. But if it's good, the line must be drawn here. The line must be. Oh God, I've been doing so many voices tonight. I can't get my Picard voice. Commander Data. How about the part where Picard is completely insanely almost out of character in First Contact? And I will make them pay for what they've done. Dude, he sounds like a fucking maniacal villain, which is the point, right? In that movie, I guess. But good Lord, is he like becomes an evil villain in that movie for a minute. The line must be drawn here, no further, and I will make them pay for what they've done. Like, dude, he's like, Jesus Christ, Picard. Lost his goddamn mind. You know, but they essentially raped him and took over his body and in his mind, and he had severe trauma from what they did to him, the Borg. And so, you know, I don't really have too much of a problem with that. I do remember, you know, I loved First Contact in 96 when I was 12 years old, 13 years old. I loved it. I mean, I've been watching Star Trek since I was 4. You know, my father and me just watched Star Trek all the time. So I really want it to be good. I really want this reunion. And they've said that if they could, they would have just called this Star Trek The Next Generation The Reunion, or, you know, new something, and it wouldn't even be part of the Picard trilogy thing that's going on, which would have been better, because seasons 1 and 2 are so trash. They're just so bad, man. They're just so terrible. I feel it's just bad. My wife won't watch any Star Trek anymore, except for old Star Trek now. I can't get her to watch anything. Not even Strange New Worlds. All because of Picard. What do you guys think? So there's the poll. About 100 votes now have come in. And, 60% of you, a little bit over 60% of you just aren't Star Trek fans. Or 40% of you just aren't Star Trek fans, so it doesn't matter. 17% of you think you're excited to see what the third season does. 24% of you are like, nope, I'm out. And 14% of you think it's going to be trash. The first 2 seasons were, so I can see your concerns. But I am being optimistic, which is not like me, but I'm going to go ahead and, because, whoa, look at that. What am I doing here? What the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? But no, so I think there's a lot of optimism in, in what's going on here with Picard Season 3 and what, maybe Terry Matalas has done. I think the ships look better than they've looked. And so that's good. I think some of the things being said about the show are better than ever.
You raised a piece of shit!
Mandy Rose now going by Mandy Sacks. Makes sense with those sacks of tit milk. Be cool if monetize 400 we could get special guest appearance from Cornette or Ryback.
Oh, man.
Triple threat at Mania like they had to do with Blutista, Bryan, and Orton. Let's have wings.
Let's have wings. Picard, make your dick hard. Thank you for the donation. Devious Dave in the chat says, Janeway was the worst captain ever. You know what's weird is my wife kind of, says that. And, Leah. Leah does like Voyager. Leah did watch Voyager, and she does like Voyager. But my wife has said that she did find it tough sometimes because she thought Janeway was kind of an idiot. My wife has said that. I don't think that strongly. I like Janeway, and I think my wife kind of does. But I like Janeway, and I think there were some stuff with her writing. And while we bash Janeway, let's put my wife up on screen, looking like a Vulcan right here. Let's put Leah up. She has bashed Janeway even though she likes Voyager. But I think that, the Janeway, I thought she was really good most of the time. I thought she was a good captain and stuff like that. There's just a couple of dumb things that she does that don't even seem like her, that I guess I'm going to blame on the writing, kind of. But it's the character. So I guess I'm not that hard. I like Janeway. I like Voyager and I like Janeway. And yeah, I think Picard and Sisko and Kirk, I don't know. It's hard to... I love all the original stuff. I like Enterprise. I really like Enterprise. I feel bad for Brandon Braga and Rick Berman that they feel so bad. You can see it in interviews with these guys. I feel bad for them. They look they look beaten down. They look like they're quick to say yeah, we know a lot of fans hate us and I fucked it up, and I don't I feel bad for those guys, man. They wrote so much good TV. Just because they wrote a few bad episodes, you know what I mean? Or maybe they ended it not the greatest and stuff like that. I just feel bad for them. They did spectacular work. They wrote the best stuff that I loved the most and picked the writing team and helped with the stories of the best stuff ever. So I just don't... I feel bad when I see those guys do interviews and they're like, yeah, we fucked up and whatever. It's why do they always speak about it like it was some kind of, because they're afraid. I almost think that the fans, there's this because they probably had a bunch of backlash and they had a bunch of negative stuff and they probably only absorbed a lot of the negative stuff. I feel like they didn't absorb a lot of the good stuff. You know what I mean? And they should have, because they did really well. And Brandon has done really well in the Orville. The Orville has been wonderfrakl. And there's been really, really, really good episodes of The Orville. And Brandon Braga and some of the other people, they've written those. Jonathan Frakes has directed episodes of The Orville, as he's directed Star Trek. They got to get Brandon. I wish they could get him involved. Terry Metalis could get Brandon as a consultant. I don't think Rick Berman would do it. Maybe he would do a little consulting, but maybe they don't want him. I mean, if season 3 of Picard is really good, they don't need him, I guess. But so far, what I've seen out of Star Trek recently is like, yikes, bro. Somebody call Brandon Braga and Rick Berman for consulting. And have them, let them write a couple episodes and let them, maybe go over some story ideas or something, or consult them, at least consult them. Please. I beg you to consult them at least. You know what I mean? Please do that. If you could just, consult them. Rumor has it that Seth MacFarlane did wanted to do Star Trek. Yes, no, that's not a rumor. That's true. Seth MacFarlane went to the CBS and everybody. Seth MacFarlane wanted to do Star Trek. They said no to Seth MacFarlane, and then he went and did The Orville. So he took a lot of the ideas that he had to do Star Trek, and he went and took them to The Orville. And I love The Orville. The Orville is like Star Trek Lower Decks mixed with real Star Trek, mixed with a little bit of Galaxy Quest, I guess. I don't know, but it's really good. And Galaxy Quest is a great movie. You're driving the ladies away, Joe, with all this Star Trek talk. Okay, let's move to football. We're going to football, guys. We've talked about Star Trek for 20 minutes. We're going to move to football in a second. But first, I'm going to put up another poll. And we're watching the poll. It's gone from 60 votes now to 116 votes. Star Trek Picard Season 3. I'm excited, 18%. Not watching, 27%. Yikes. It will be trash, 16%. And 39% of you, not a Star Trek fan, no matter what. I'm not watching anyway. 60% of you are on board or would be on board. So of the 60% of you that could watch, it looks like only about 25% of you are going to give it a shot. So that's how bad Star Trek has burnt bridges. Now, what I will do is I will watch Star Trek Picard. It's going to be a while from now to watch it finally. I've reached out to everybody I could to try to get a couple early episodes to do a big review on the channel and other channels I have and do everything everywhere and whatever. But I can't get a hold of anybody, so it is what it is. But I will watch it, and I will tell you if it's good or not. And if it's good, I will scream to the heavens about how good it is, and I will not stop promoting it. So let's hope it's good. And I hope for everybody involved it's good, because at this point, a lot of these people on this third season, I can tell have been through the ringer from fans and other people and other things and whatever else, and they've had to keep secrets, and they had to bargain with cast members to do things and to come up with pitch ideas to studios and actors and people and producers and money and budgets, and they've had to be a salesman for over a year. Be a salesman for over a fucking year. Do you know what I mean? So I do sympathize with that. Anyway, let's move on to football. We talked about the Chinese balloon. We talked about wrestling a little bit. We'll go back to that in a little bit more, maybe. But before we do, let's go to the NFL. The NFL. The NFC Conference champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, are going to take on the Philadelphia Eagles, the team that I picked to win the Super Bowl after the team that I picked the Super Bowl, the Buffalo Bills, got eliminated. At the beginning of the season, I said it was Bills or Eagles, but I picked the Bills. The Bills have been eliminated, so obviously now I'm going to ride with my second-place team, which is the Eagles. And listen, I'm no Eagles fan. It's not like I'm picking the Eagles because I like them. Do you know what I mean? I'm not picking the Eagles because I like them. Do you know? I'm picking the Eagles because it just has made sense to me since the beginning of the season. Wouldn't you say so, Leah, my wife? My wife's actually on the show, guys. Leah, what do you think about the Eagles winning? Oh, yes, you're right, Joe. You're right. Hey, anyway, come to bed early tonight. Okay. All right, Leah, can you calm down a little bit? Please calm down. So, we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to tell you this, man. I think it's going to be a good game. I do think it's going to be a good game. I am going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. And by the way, I want to root for...
You raised a piece of shit!
I want to root for Mahomes.
Wouldn't better ending for Mania 8 been if Papa Shingo revealed he was Godfather and brought out Ho Train led by Miss Elizabeth to have sex with Sid, Hulk, and Lord Alfred Hayes? Batista has signed to do buddy action film with Jason Momoa. Happy birthday, Meekle.
Yikes. Happy birthday, Mikkel. To your mom as well. Thank you, bro. Well, you can't trust anybody, so I do solo shows now, baby. There will be no more flip-flopping on Joey Joe because I do solo shows. That and, where is everybody? You know what I mean right now at this point, It's quiet. It's not even like a big night. It's a quiet night, We only got 100 likes, The donos are down. There's only 100 likes. I can't afford co-host tonight. I got to get up early in the morning. Tomorrow night is the Monetize This flashback clip fun hangout show here Saturday night. And then next week is Monetize This 400 on Saturday night, which is February 11th. Monetize This 400. The belt is on the line. Who's going to take it home, man? Who's going to take it home? I'm excited to see what happens. And Monetize This 400. 400 episodes of this godforsaken show from hell. Can you believe this? Me and my wife. Remember the time period where we lost all the co-hosts on Monetize This? Does anybody remember that time? It was around episodes 85 or so to 98. I want to say maybe Monetize This episodes like 85, 86, 87 to 98 or so. It was something like that. And, once in a while, JB was on for a little bit. And once in a while, Jesse was on or something. But, we didn't, have a lot of people to come on. And me and Leah kind of held it down. I feel like. I don't 100% remember, everything. But I do remember that for a little bit, me and Leah were kind of holding it down. It is freezing outside right now, guys. Do you understand this? It's -4 degrees. J-Dog, we stopped talking about J-Dog, we stopped talking about Star Trek like 10 minutes ago, bro. Why are you talking about it in the chat, you dumb? J-Dog. We stopped talking about Star Trek 10 minutes ago, bro. Talking about football. And the show. Sorry, J-Dog. It's the end of the show anyway, man. What are you going to do? It could be the last episode to Monetize This. Saturday, February 11th could be the last episode ever of Monetize This. And that's been said before, but it really could be. This could be it. Maybe I can get my wife to be on, too. Maybe Leah will come on. You know what I mean? For 400, maybe I'll get her on. That disinterested look right there, that's her look. Look at her look, how she looks. This is a flashback. What episode of Monetize This was it? 88 or something like that? I don't remember. We were super happy, though. Look at us. We're like, this is great. We just do this show and it's crazy. We were blown away by it. 400 should be a Larry Funk themed show. I'm sure we'll have Larry clips. I mean, the guy's a friggin' legend. You know? But we got bigger things to worry about. There's a goddamn spy balloon over Minnesota. You know what I mean? A little bit concerning, don't you think? So, people think Sami Zayn is going to take on Roman one night. And then the next night, that Cody Rhodes will take on Roman the next night. So that Roman is going to defend both belts against two different people. I mean, can you imagine if he lost both belts to both people? And then what? What if he lost, so if after that, what happens after that? I'd be shocked that they don't do the tag team thing. And so I'm surprised they wouldn't keep Sami Zayn, but he's got the hot story going, so it's like, dude, I don't know, I just feel like I'm worried that, like, I mean, isn't Cody Rhodes' story here gonna get ruined because the Sami Zayn thing is so hot right now? Am I missing something about that? I feel like I am. But that being said, man, I'll catch you guys tomorrow night, Saturday night, for some fun. If I don't die in the freezing cold Arctic blast that's going on. Catch you guys then, man. Joe, you definitely kicked your coverage. What? Joe, you definitely outkicked your coverage. Your girl is good looking. What? I get it, man. I think I get what you're saying. I'm out of my league. I've always thought that. Yeah, I've always thought that. I've always thought, how did I get her? What happened here? I mean, now we're getting older, though. You know what I mean? Pretty soon, when I'm done working out, I'm going to be the one in better shape. You know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for, as I trailed on here at the end of the episode, appreciate you guys being here. And I will see you tomorrow night for whatever it is that we do tomorrow night. And hope you guys have a good weekend. J-Dog, thank you, J-Dog. Appreciate it, bro. Jay is getting oozy with that balloon. What's up, Chief Wahoo? The fuck? Jennifer Muppet, baby, how you doing? Episode 400 monetized this February 11th. Not this Saturday night, not tomorrow Saturday night, but the week after. But tomorrow we'll be live. So be here for that. You guys can email me, joecroninshow@yahoo.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Joe Cronin Show on Instagram. And DM me on Instagram if you'd like. Or hit me up, joecroninshow@yahoo.com. TikTok at Joe Cronin Show. I don't really use TikTok. And I'm banned for life on Twitter, so there's no Twitter for everybody that always asks about Twitter. My Twitter's been gone. All 36,000 of my followers gone. Because Twitter hates people that keep it real. You know what I mean? They don't ban all the people that just, fucking bully the fuck out of people and stuff. They leave those people. But people like me, you're done. Get the burner account ready for Twitter, though. Over 70 million views. 70,000 subscribers. This is the Joe Cronin Show. And this was Throwdown. We threw down on China, spying on us. Anybody excited for the new Superman and the relaunch of whatever James Gunn is doing? And Batman. There's going to be like 2 different Batman universes going on at the same time. What the fuck is that? I'm a little bit, and that's cool and everything, but I'm a little bit over this. The superhero stuff is just, I don't know, man. I'm oversaturated, the superhero stuff. I was excited about Ghostbusters now that it's good again, kind of. I maybe will be excited about Star Trek Picard Season 3. Hopefully it's good. And then what else is there? All the other franchises have been murdered and killed for whatever reasons. What's left? Let's do a He-Man movie. It's been long enough, you know what I mean? But I'd be afraid that they'd make it all ridiculously, terribly woke and terrible. But maybe do He-Man, right? I can't come back to Twitter. I'm banned on Twitter. God damn it, don't you understand? Elon hasn't given me my Twitter back yet. Those evil, corrupt assholes at Twitter took me out 2 years ago, and then took me out a few months ago again, and then Elon bought it, and I'm still not back. Elon, I'm waiting. I'm an ally, Eli. God damn it. I'm a fucking Tesla supporter. Although the Teslas look like shit. You ever looked in a Tesla? Looks like a fucking plain car thing with a giant tablet in it. And you're just like, what the fuck is this? Dude, I see other cars. They look blinged out and they look fucking crazy. And they have giant displays. They look like shuttlecrafts. Dude, there are cars that look like Star Trek shuttlecrafts. They're amazing. And then you look at it, I look at a Tesla, and it's like the wood and a black, and it's just plain panel. And then there's just this big fucking tablet. And you're like, what the fuck is this? How is this a car? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, dude, what the fuck kind of car is this? I don't want to drive this fucking thing. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? What is this? Dude, I'm like, is this even a... I'd get in this and be like, is this a car? Dude, just go get a 1998 Honda. And then clean it. Put new carpets in. And, you know, super glue some wood upholstery or whatever to it. And then fucking just put a giant tablet in the car. Boom. You got it. You know what I mean? Sith Negan says Jey Uso is going to screw Sami Zayn from defeating Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber, setting up the Usos and Canadian boys. Yeah, there you go. There's a good idea. Sith, you got it. That's got to be it. It's got to be it. But dude, what is this? What the fuck is that? But dude, then look inside of like a fucking... Look at this. But dude, then look inside of like a Porsche. You know what I mean? And that's not even a, like, dude, look at inside of a Porsche. It's like, bro, the Tesla looks like you're driving a wooden coffee stand. And a Porsche looks like a shuttlecraft almost. I mean, for Christ's sake, dude, look at this thing. This looks like a Star Trek shuttlecraft. I don't understand, like, what the Tesla's doing, bro. Look at this. This has this giant display screen. All these other things. This is a BMW X7. Fucking Porsche. Here's an Audi. I mean, dude, the fucking Tesla looks like the the retard of cars, like, compared, you know what I mean? Like, I know that it's amazing and stuff like that. It does all these things it does, but it's like, I'm like, dude, it looks like someone just pasted a tablet inside of a car that drives it. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Is this an Audi? Like, I mean, just like, what is going on? The Tesla looks like just... Like, it looks sick. It looks like it's like gives me anxiety. Now, some people, all the buttons on these cars, it would give them anxiety. Like, this would give people anxiety. Anxiety? Why can't I speak? What the hell's wrong with me? It would give you anxiety with all the buttons and all the flashes and the screens all over the fucking place and stuff like that. Some people would be bothered by that. But I'm not someone who's bothered by that because I have so much ADD. I think I like that. I like the chaos in the car. And I love that it looks like a spaceship shuttlecraft. I'm like, God damn it, dude. I want to drive this Audi. Look at the interior lighting and all the other stuff. Like, I mean, that just looks awesome to me. But when I look at that Tesla, I get anxiety at how it just looks like it doesn't look right. It looks like it looks not finished. Like this doesn't look finished. They look like they forgot something. You know what I mean? What's going on here? Okay, here's another Tesla. Maybe those Teslas are too old or something. Maybe that's the problem, is those are like the original Teslas. Because here, this looks a little better. Like the infotainment system is built in instead of being a weird tablet sticking out. And then up here, there's a display screen. So this looks a little better. They have a sleekness here coming. So this looks better. Maybe it's just that I'm looking at older Teslas. Like this. Like like it looks like bare bones, but then a tablet sticks out of nowhere. That look just is no good for me. I mean, again, this looks kind of nice. This looks fairly nice inside and whatever, but it just looks like something's not finished. like what is... Here's just stuff, and then there's a tablet. This looks like, I don't know. It still looks futuristic in a way, but it's like, I don't know. It looks very... It kind of looks Star Trek-y, too. Kind of like less is more type of thing. Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, I had to finish this off with a little rant at the end. Thank you guys for being here. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow night. Become a patron if you want to support the channel a little bit more. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Over 150 patrons. Please join there. Keep the shows going. Don't freeze to death tonight. It's going to be very kind of scary tonight, to be honest. And into tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.